Vertigo, the same map. The enemy is not looking at its best. Let's just say not as confident. So I think I'm really excited to see what they're going to bring actually to the table.
I am as well. I'm really excited. Of course, on the other side, I'm interested to see how Guerrero go about kind of turning around what has been a bit of a rough season, right? As we mentioned, for them, they've only picked up 3 wins. So can they, potentially even fight their way in towards a 4th, potentially kind of break this 6-loss streak? We'll have to wait and see. They start on the CT side. The Prodigies start on the T side then. They're just running towards B.
Yeah, early presence on that B stairs to pull rotations, because as we know on Vertigo, most of the times you have like one anchor on that B side, and if you make enough pressure, maybe you'll create space somewhere else. But Guerrero Gaming, what a stack on mid. I mean, we usually see this on Ecos, but on a pistol? Wow.
If this works, oh no, it actually genuinely might work because they're rotating in towards mid. A quad stack here on yellow in towards mid. If this works, it's just unbelievable.
I mean, technically it should. 4 versus 3. They will be very, very surprised. Let's see, the Molly's going to come in, and SBT gets deleted by Maxu. At least they have the information right now, and we already got Quirch onto this A side, but he's not fighting alone. He's waiting for the teammates to come and back him up. They need to get at least this bomb down. Defuse kit on the Guerrero Gaming side, and they're looking good.
Smokes to come through. Bomb should be able to go down on the wheel. I'm just going to go for a tap here for Zurus. Playing on the side of caution. I do like this as well. Bomb will finally go down. A quad rotate coming through CT as a post-plant setup. Numbers favoring Guerrero Gaming.
Indeed, they still have that utility. 2 players bought util from the Guerrero side, and we see the smoke lining up for a gap. We got the Prodigies with 4 players trying to hold this. The smoke is going to give them a lot of space from the Guerrero Gaming side. We got Straxy with that Glock looking for some miracles. The bomb is already being defused. They need to move on. They need to spray. They're now finding the diffuser, and the pistol round is going to go to Guerrero Gaming. A little headshots from both sides, but ultimately it's going for the CD side.
Credit to Guerrero, a very, very weird and wild CT pistol somehow works wonders for them. They quad stack in towards mid, and granted, it gives info over towards the Prodigies, and realistically, they probably should have gone for a B hit there. Even at the start when Zurus went having a little peek over, potentially should have just committed towards a B push, and they actually would have comfortably won the round. Well, not to be. Full bites come out for the Prodigies. Got some Glils to work with, AKs on hand, and a bit of utility. Guerrero, fairly decent buy for them, but of course that CT side, much more expensive.
And definitely we got mentioned with this FAMAS working his way behind these smokes, trying his luck with a spray. He's not going to find anything. He's going to get a lot of damage actually, down to 22 HP. He needs to be careful from now on. On the other side, the smoke comes in from the Guerrero side, the boost also from FNK. He has the idea, but the flash is really good. Maxu is going to survive for now.
Well, Maxu, into his backside. Looking for a little bit of an angle to work with. He is, or does have some support to work with. For FNK, it's about trying to find information here. They don't want to be playing this at that close range. Just with the MP9 can cause problems. There's the first. FNK will fall. We mentioned what the MP9 can do at close range, and it will be upgraded to an AK-47.
Advantage for the Guerrero Gaming side. And looking for the second one. SBT had a chance to get the trade, but did not manage. Down to 17 HP. We got Straxy. With this space on mid, this can actually be really good. This can make or break. Are they prepared? He gets the first one, but now the second. Maxu with the headshot, keeping things at level, at ease for the Guerrero Gaming side. Zurus, the first headshot comes in on the match, and looking for the second one, has the information. 30 seconds for the Prodigy side, and 2 players on low HP. This is not going to be easy, and there's no utility either. First with the Galil, needs more than 1. He's going to get Zephyr, looking for the second one. Sake easy with the scout. Kills SBT down to low HP, but it's all down to Zurus with 17 seconds to make this happen, to get the 1-1, but it's looking nearly impossible. Oh. And he gets shot down by Sake Easy.
Not a bad shot to see things off. Guerrero Gaming starting off really well here on the CT side, and of course that's really important. I think generally speaking for me, I always say that the force buy is more important to winning the pistol, because you break this force buy, it means that the Prodigies, they're going to have really no economy to work with now. They're going to really be on the side of caution when it comes towards the investment. At the very most, they'll buy down to about 2k, but realistically speaking, they're not really going to want to put too much into this one. So on paper, this should be Guerrero up to a 3-0 start, which is really, really solid from them.
Of course, and they got the AKs coming in from that previous round. The Glocks raining in. Actually, Zurus is going to take the headshot for Sake Easy. But here comes them 4. Another headshot for the Prodigy side, but the SL is keeping things at level together with Zephyr with these MP9. They're farming cash, baby. And Straxy Gets killed by Maxu. A clean start, 3-0. Well, maybe not the cleanest. I'm going to stop myself right there because the Prodigy's got some kills.
They made it expensive, right? I mean, that is really, really important from the Prodigies. In those sort of rounds where you're bringing in kind of just the Glocks or, you know, at the very most upgraded pistols, if you can make it expensive, that's great. The real thing you're looking for there is a bomb plant because it just means you've got a lot of long-term economy to work with. But even then, walking away with 3 kills and nearly a 4th, in fact, isn't too bad at all. Now, of course, full buys come out for the Prodigies. This time, no Guerreros in play, full AKs, and that 1 AWP.
But we got mentioned. We saw him earlier on this position with a FAMAS. Zephyr helping him out. There's no ramp smoke, so Zers can actually get a kill here. Good nade. Forces him to take 1 step back. And Zephyr is going to respect that molly at the moment.
That's a smart call, I think. I think there's no real need to be kind of too overzealous. Bit of damage has been dealt. Zerus just needs to be slightly careful. Same can be said for Quirts as well. Both down to about the half HP mark. But as we talk, there's a bit of a mid-push coming. That could be information gained for Guerrero.
Indeed. The first contact first with the entry onto mention. Swaxy, on the other hand, he's waiting for this mid-push. There's not 1, but 2 players. Swaxy is usually good for 1, and he's not going to get that one. I just jinxed it. Maxu with a headshot. 4 versus 4. The Prodigies have got some space on ramp. Are they going to use that right now? Or are they going to go back? They still have plenty of util left on this 4th round. And is it going to be their first?
It'll come through. 4 versus 4, 40 seconds on the clock as a whole host of utility. Realizing for Guerrero Gaming, this is the push coming through. Orb will rattle off, won't find its target. Second time of asking will fall. FNK and SBT combined. Bomb will go down. Off the back of that, that's probably the round 2.
It is going to be, and the damage that the Prodigies did to Guerrero Gaming throughout these 3 rounds has been so important that we can see SL and Maxu have got to save. No money for Seikazi, 350 on Zephyr, and Merchant has got 1k. It's not looking good for them. A great start, but plenty matches have got great start. 5-0, 6-0, but that does not mean anything. The Prodigy, I think they finally got a grasp of what's going on.
I think so as well. Pretty decent idea about how the CT side is starting to set up, realizing kind of what their rotations are too, where the gamble stacks are coming through. If they can continue to kind of push this agenda, I can see the Prodigy starting to climb back into this game and make it a little bit more on the competitive side. That's a really good start from them. It's now about continuing this going forward. Can they keep on this trajectory? For Guerrero Gaming, of course, the Forge side, that was just a bonus. So it means for them, they're going to have money to work with in terms of a reinvestment coming through alongside that saved AK and M4. So not the end of the world so far. It's just I guess the first true test, really, in towards, not even this round. They must have heavily invested, of course, on the back of the pistols, right? So, you know, those Glocks finding 3, nearly 4 kills has meant that money is a little bit tight for them. They're actually not going to force around, well, not properly force around the M4 and AK. They are just going to play just those 2, couple of upgraded pistols, not even really going to opt for maybe a gamble on towards an MP9.
Nope. I mean, the last bonus as it at its first stage, 1400, so they don't really got much to work with. And we see the pause, the tactical timeout, called in immediately because we just mentioned. But still, they have got 2 M4s, 1 AK, and 2 Deagles. It is possible 1 defuse hit on the cell, but the Prodigies coming in hot with these AKs and that op. I don't remember the name of the opera last round from Guerrero Gaming, but he missed a lot. And if he got that 1 kill, that round would have been differently.
That's it. Well, this is, I guess, a really important round on the other side for the Prodigies, right? Win this, the economy is in a really unstable state over towards the CT side, especially the fact that they've only got kind of double M4 and the AK to work with. But what a good start.
A great boost from Guerrero Gaming. That's on the first kill. But is that going to be enough? They can't retrieve the AK, but the Prodigies have got information. 3 players on that A side at least. But the rotations are coming in from Guerrero. They read that they will go back from A, looking for this B play. We got Maxu with a spray. He's not going to find anything. The smoke, are we going to have the boost again? SBT looking for it, but we got Zurus posted up with the op. Not for long.
Flash will come through. I think he wouldn't spot the cross. In fact, Maxu will post himself back over towards Rafters. There's 2 players in support as well. A triple stack here over towards B will get nice and dicey if they can't find them or force them off the angles. And there's the first.
The flashes are great, and looking for the second one. Maxu is going to collect it. Triple kill from Maxi, and mentioned with the last one, the Prodigies. They had it better. The Arsenal was way more powerful. Let's not forget, 2 Deagles, 2 M4s, and 1 AK coming into this round, but Maxu, the hero AK. He's looking really good right now. He's got 10 kills on his name in 5 rounds. Once again, the replay that we did not see what happened. And the read was really great from Guerrero Gaming. I mean, let's admit, at that point, Prodigies, they got the information that there was one player boosted, so they're probably going to head back to B. And Prodigies did just that. The flashes, I don't know who was the first player that got killed by Maxa, but he was overwhelmed with flashes.
Yeah, I mean, I think for over towards the CT side, with that sort of buy that they were bringing in, right, the double M4, the 1 AK, and one of those M4s and the AK was saved from that previous round, you think, okay, this is on paper, should only go one way, should be the Prodigies comfortably clean that one up. The fact that they haven't has really changed things quite a lot, because it's given Guerrero a bit of a new lease of life, where for the Prodigies, even them having to invest in towards a Galil isn't exactly a kind of a dream.
Definitely. They got that first round. It was really important, and a 16-4 win on the first match of the season. A lot of things changed, like I mentioned. And the wallbang from Maxu, he's not missing, man. I think here the burn on SBT, and he got that headshot cleanly.
Looking good, man. This is a side for, Guerrero, who we mentioned on paper, not looking great, right? 3-7 in terms of their current run of form in main. You think, okay, for a side like Prodigies or 8-1, this should be an absolute walkover. So far, it's not been anything like that. It's been pretty one-sided, and I've got to say as well, I'm really impressed with how the CT side are going about this. The Prodigies are actually being quite thoroughly tested right now.
True. They're going to look the answers at this B side, but there's not only one player, there's 2, SL and Maxu. He's been the firepower in this Guerrero Gaming side. Zerus looking for that entry. He's not got the op. The AK maybe will do, but Maxi in this off angle on white box looking for that first kill again on stairs. The clean one onto Zerus and the headshot onto Kurtz. Sekazi helps him out, and Maxu another triple kill on this B side. A quad in total. Guerrero are looking really good at the moment.
I gotta say, for the Prodigies, I'm getting worried. I'm getting quite concerned about how things are panning out. They are not looking too great right now. They're struggling to find entries. They're struggling to even get a bomb down. This is where things really get worrying for me. When you're a side who can't quite seem to fathom execute and can't seem to find those, at least yourselves into post-plant scenarios, you get really worried. And that's for me where I'm going to start to get very, very concerned. This is a side who, as you mentioned on paper, should be a walkover, should be pretty comfortable. At the moment, Guerrero, they're looking pretty damn good to me. 4-round lead they hold, and most importantly, a broken economy over towards the Prodigies means that in the grand scheme, it should be a 6-1 scoreline, and it should be them comfortably starting to put up a wealth of a lead here.
Yeah, that 5th round was so important from the Guerrero side. Their last match was actually on Vertigo against Red Dragon, and they lost on 16-11. But let's look at this eco from the Prodigies. A change of pace, maybe a faster play onto this ramp and gap side, and Merchant gets the first kill onto FNK. Easy peasy, but the trade is from Straxy. An AK on his hand, but he's not that healthy. 41 HP. Zephyr is ready, but he's going to opt to smoke that out and keeps things chill for the moment.
Bit of a gap on that smoke as well. Could actually work in favor of Guerrero. And of course, numbers brought level. There's an AK in the hands of Quartz too, which is very, very important to maybe give them a little lease of life. Of him having armor, definitely the way to play it. Head spotted. Just playing a nuisance. The Eagle find the first SL for a double. Sakesy, one of his own as well. The numbers into 2 versus 1 has been spotted on the crosser. We dropped as well. Getting up to a 6-round on the board and a 5-round lead for them. Really impressive stuff. Again, the Prodigies can't even get towards a bomb plant.
They can't, and that's really an issue. A 6-1 start from Guerrero Gaming, and they already got 2 timeouts, the Prodigy side, looking for that second round. We're going to head into the comms.
Good.
I will flash you on time B.
Yeah, okay. And then you can EV. Flash?
Flash.
Nothing B, playing safe.
Okay, let's contact mid.
I'm doing pressure B for you. Double nade B there, 2B. They flash pick.
Yeah, 2. Big heaven.
That on A.
Nice. Let's walk out mid.
One more.
One
Let's
B
go.
side step.
Let's go heaven.
One more
Let's go heaven.
pushing ramp.
I'm gonna take the bomb.
Okay.
CT. It's gone.
Oh, nice. Smoked him.
Dead.
Heaven dead.
One
One
heaven.
One more B.
Dead.
Nice. Last pushing ramp.
Okay, we don't. Maybe he has the bomb.
I'm coming with you if you wait.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the snake.
I'm staying mid then.
Yeah, he can be this
You
one.
can let me go first. I'm low.
Should go from this one,
From this one? Okay.
so we don't block each other. You know.
I'm closer.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Gonna pick him from close.
Clear ladder. Let's
I
go
don't
away
see.
together after. It's fine.
I don't see him.
Yeah, let's go together.
Yeah, just revenge. I'm watching gap for you
Just
guys.
check everything because maybe it's here as well, like you wanted to save or
Yeah,
something.
it's fine.
I have full nades as well.
I'm watching your gap.
Just wall can range.
I will check sandbags.
Headshot.
Headshot. Nice. Good job.
Nice.
Nice. Good job, guys.
I drop on AK.
Well, a needed round there, I think, is probably the way to put it. They were kind of in desperate need of at least chipping away this deficit a little bit, and thankfully for them, they're able to find it, and quite successfully as well, meaning that, you know, for the Guerrero side, at least there's a little bit of a shake-up to them. Potentially could kind of force them off into being a little bit more nervous. We'll have to wait and see. But second on the board for the Prodigies now needs to be a catalyst to more success in their favor.
Yeah, I mean, just this one round is not going to be enough, or we're going to have the repeat of that fifth round where Guerrero Gaming won the immediate one. Looking for this entry, Squirtin is going to get it onto Zephyr. Great flash from FNK. The Prodigies have got the entry. I don't remember the last time that I said that, but another one from Straxy. Headshot onto SL. I think they've got it now.
That's all right. Opening kill, as you mentioned. First time we've been able to say that for quite a while, and it's obviously worked wonders for them. As they wrap their way back over towards the A side, there's no one there to meet them. They're triple stacked in towards mid here, Guerrero Gaming. And once that bomb goes down and they kind of know they lose the site, they might even just go for a save call. Their money's not great.
They have to. You just mentioned it. The money is not great for the Guerrero Gaming side, so the bomb is going to go down. The Prodigies are going to secure their third. We'll see if there will be any casualties, but it will be really important for them to stay at least 3 players alive. Oh, Guerrero Gaming were close, but they're going to opt to go for this T spawn save at the moment. And the Prodigies are already hunting.
I guess it's a good call. They know that their money's pretty low, right? The hunt's actually pretty decent. For the most part, the Prodigies will be able to buy into the next anyway. If they only lose 1 or 2, it's not exactly going to be the kind of the end of the world. So I think it's not even too bad of a call. They should really understand that at least one will be in towards spawn.
True.
Even still, I don't think they're going to get there in time.
Nah. I think they will be plenty happy with what they got on this round. A flawless one, 5 players alive. We mentioned the economy a lot during these 9 rounds of play, and we got another tactical timeout coming in. Guerrero, maybe it's time for them to discuss how can we make the same magic that we did on the 5th round with 2 Deagles, 2 M4s, and 1 AK. In this case, they can actually have a better one if a Moss could come in. Once again, the replay courts, the entry, and Straxy prepared for that mid push. But it's not over yet for the Prodigies. I just mentioned it, the 5th round. Those M4s and 2 Deagles that secured the round for Guerrero Gaming. What do you think they should be looking out for?
Yeah, I mean, you know, when you look towards the Prodigies right now, I think they're finally starting to find their rhythm. I think they looked a little bit kind of confused at the start. They really weren't finding the entries that we were kind of used to from them. They were looking a little bit uncomfortable. On the other side for Guerrero, I think what was so good for them was kind of how aggressive they were at the start, right? They were finding a lot of map control. They were kind of taking present. These gamble stacks were working really well from them. And now that we haven't really seen that too much. But speaking of, this is great aggression. SPT might be caught in 2 minds, and he's been spotted. Tag damage, but Merchant not able to find the kill.
That was a great bait from Maxu, but Merchant pulled the trigger way too early. NSBT survives. The luck is on his side. We've still got 10 players alive on this 10th round. And 5 AKs. I don't see the op on Zerus yet. He survived with the AK last round, so there's no point of upgrading really. But the op on the Guerrero side, well, they got the stack. 5 players already called in for this A side. Say Azzy looking for that first contact, but the Prodigies are not going to go into the A side at least without executing properly. Aggressive play on Ivy or Gap. 3 players from Guerrero game side. First with the first headshot, is looking for the second one, and he's going to find him. Matching with a trade. First gets him, and Seikazi with that up is going to kill Zuris, but still 3 versus 2 on the Prodigy side, and Straxy has already got this much space on mid. It's looking good.
And now, of course, with their open play, I think a priority for the Prodigies might even try to be, once that bomb goes down, get a plan to get it set up, and then see if they can drop it out. But they are rotating into it. Shake Easy could be able to find some success. This gets dicey.
Wow.
He spotted him out, dropping, won't be able to find the kill. That was so messy. But FNK will drop him, leaving it all down to 1 and know exactly where he is.
Yeah, they do. SL with his M4. He's going to look for the first headshot. He's going to get into the first. Actually, no armor, 1 M4, but he has got a smoke and a flash to work with. Maybe mix up something, but FNK from behind. He's going to get the kill. No bullets, needs that reload. Pulls the Glock out. SL, 6 HP at this point. You're just looking for damage because the round is not going to happen. But still, a pretty close round. We got the op coming from Gap and looking at Ramp, and he did not look to his right. If he just turned around, he would get 1 free kill, but then the shock gets eliminated easily, and the Gap play. The timing was so funny for these last 2 kills.
Look at that deficit being chipped away now. Only 2 rounds in it between these 2 sides. I mean, for Guerrero, granted, they do have a 4x once again in play for them. But the same situation, right? Lose this round for Guerrero. The Prodigies get up to 5, and they've got a broken economy, which, you know, realistically should guarantee that T side tying this game up 6 rounds apiece, which could even lead them to, you know, from being at such a bad start to this game, seeing out a lead at the half, which would be huge.
Yeah, definitely. The momentum will shift towards their way as well. We got this B exit coming in. 5 players hot. SL is not alone. He's got Maxu, the hero, for the Guerrero side, looking for that first headshot. It's Zuris, and he's going to get onto Maxu. Straxy close behind the smoke, gets dash onto SL, but Seikazi with that up is going to get him down. But still, bomb is going to go down. A 4v3 post plan for the Prodigy side.
Bomb goes down, as you mentioned. Important. Another kill found as well as Eurus. Important. Quick trade will come through, but the numbers still favour the Prodigies. In a 3 versus 2, all they have to do is play the trade game here. Play off the back of contact.
No defuse kit for these 2 players. I don't know if there's one on site, but they have to move in fast. 19 seconds for this bomb to go down, and the retake is not happening. They're pulling the plug. 6-5, the Prodigies. Quite the comeback. An important one, really, because the game was getting out of hand, and let's not forget, it's the best of 1, it's not a best of 3.
It was getting really dicey. I mean, you know, at one point we were kind of sitting here at a 6-1 saying, you know, this has been a terrible start from the Prodigies, but thankfully they've been able to kind of claw their way back into this, and look where we stand now. Only 1 round in it between the 2 sides, right? And most importantly for Guerrero, the investment around what they've got saved is going to be pretty grim. But we can take a listen at the comps.
Yeah, do it. You hold the yellow, yeah?
Yeah, yeah, left side,
Okay,
left side.
I molly. Oh, okay. I will molly sandbags, behind sandbags. Some steps, eh?
No step on B, guys.
Watch out, boost
passive
on
on
A,
B.
please. Watch out, boost on A.
I'm gonna do brick pressure.
Care triple boost, care triple boost.
Yeah, triple boost.
Triple boost.
I need it, yeah. Guys, I hit him with nades.
Yeah,
I can
just
do
chill.
retake
We
molly
can
if you
keep
want.
holding. But
Holding,
they're
guys.
not here, they're not Ivy.
Okay.
That, boost.
One
More.
I'm
I
just
have no
one
hit
kill,
from
let's
B. Springing full
I
passive.
think I'm pushing.
Let's finish to B, guys, this time.
Okay, let's go 5B then. I'm gonna leave mid.
They
Maybe
have
it's right,
options,
I don't see him,
way.
but...
You just walk back.
What's this good space on A?
Yeah.
You can stay A, maybe.
They will think it's safe for sure, like
Yeah.
Quertis on the sandbags, they're afraid.
The
We
flash?
just need to walk B.
I think for you.
That A, M4.
I'm starting to walk, take the space.
I can flash for you left side, SBT.
Full contact.
Just
Don't-
for
Heaven
the
dead.
first one. I
Nice.
think it's
One
A
corner
stack.
as well.
One more A, gone.
It's nothing B, bro. Yeah, it's A stack, A stack.
Yeah, I'm just gonna plant.
Good job. Don't let them save this time, maybe.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for them.
You can flash it
I
here or no?
flash you close city, yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Come with me.
Flashing.
Yeah, let's go.
Out A, Diggle.
Come on,
Gone.
stay side, maybe.
Dead, default dead.
Last one.
City inside. Inside here.
City still. I don't know where he's. Maybe Z. Yeah, I think
no.
it's Z.
Yeah, he should be.
No, no, it's City. He's going
Wait,
Take
inside.
the bomb.
On the bomb?
Hey, oh, is he
And
dead?
then
What?
No, they're heaven.
nice ball.
What
Nice,
the
guys.
fuck?
Thank you.
Nice hand records. You are insane,
you.
brother.
Thank you, thank you.
Important. We're tied 6-all. I mean, this has really been such a good resurgence. And you can really see as well for the Prodigies how important it is for them to get momentum under their belt, right? I mean, look how things stand now. We were 6-1 at one point. Where we are now, Quirt's a fantastic double entry into wars at A site, and that really kicks out all the success.
True. Really important comeback. An ace for Quirts, even though it was like a couple players on Eco, it was still important because we saw at the end it was getting shaky. Maxi with some exit frags, that's going to have impact a little bit on the economy. But anyways, things that I want to focus on is that boost. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. They were really prepared for that. The nade was really incredible. It did a lot of damage to Seikazi, Maxu, and Zephyr. And we're tied up 6-6.
Well, let's see how things pan out. We're into the latter stages of this first half. Round number 13. Nades will come through in towards mid. Straxy will take a little bit of a chunk. On the grand scheme, not the end of the world. Jigglepeak going to come through. Trying to replicate a bit of that damage, but SL will just fall off.
Still alive and kicking. Zerus, on the other hand, waiting for this aggressive ramp play, and he's going to get the entry onto Zephyr. Looking for the second one, I think he saw. He's got the information. He's being real cautious about this. And a missed shot onto the second player. Maxi, on the other hand, has got the headshot onto SBT on B. The lurker gets killed, and Maxi has been looking real dangerous on that B side. Let's not forget, the reason why Guerrero Gaming had that strong lead in the beginning, it was most because of this guy's work.
Yeah, Maxu really stepped up early doors, right? I mean, look at him now, even 18-5. He's farming just a little bit. He's looking not too bad. Top fragging in terms of the server. He has been a bit of a hard carry. If he starts to find that fire once again, we get very, very worried. Now, Flash is coming towards Ram momentarily. Actually, no, the Prodigies, they're going to play things quietly. This is a good call. They're surely basically going to get this for free. Everyone's over towards the B site.
Yeah, but if they hesitate another 5 seconds, Guerrero Gaming are going to rotate onto this A side. No diffuse kit from what I can see on the Guerrero Gaming side, so this post line is going to favor the Prodigies, but the flanks can come in fast, and the Prodigies, I don't know how ready they will be for them. The mollies are delaying for that bomb plant, but Straxy is actually going to use the smoke and plant immediately. We got Maxu coming in for this flank, looking for that first kill. Quirch has got the timing, or not. Looking for that kill. Is FNK actually gets Maxu. The first flanker is down. Looking for that second one is Quirch. Jump shot. Fine. Jump peek for information. 3 players for the Guerrero Gaming side, but Zurich is going to take down SL and Straxy with a headshot on the match, and one by one they're falling like flies. The Prodigies for the first time in this match are going to take the lead 7-6.
You have to see it. Not a bad shot, though, on the way out. Just at the very least, just trying to make things a little bit competitive. They said they were going to try go hunting, right? I think it's important to see if they can drop this AWP out of play. But time will tick, bomb will go off. Prodigies, as you mentioned, the first time we see them take a lead here, 7-6. Guerrero Gaming, I mean, they are really not looking too pretty right now. It's been 6 rounds in a row we've seen go the way of the Prodigies. This is really looking dire. The Guerrero side, who, you know, this might be all that they get. A 9-6 half in favor of the Prodigies would be very, very difficult for them to come back on their C side.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the one-man army is a really dangerous game, and in this case, we saw Maxu farming those kills, like you mentioned in the beginning, but he has stopped now, and where's the rest of the team? They're not putting up the numbers, and we're seeing the results. The Prodigies looking a lot stronger to win this first half. Obviously, Vertigo is city side, so I think even if they lose the next 2, it is going to be enough. But we're going to see how these last 2 rounds are going to go down.
Well, tempo's very slow, very, very quiet in the server right now. AWP is all they've got to work with. Deagle look for something. What a shot from FNK to open things up. Deagle looking to replicate, but he'll be dropped 2. Merchant will fall, and this is looking like it should be a comfortable post-barn setup.
It should. The Deagle is not going to work for SL either. SBT gets a kill on him. We got Seikazi with that up, looking for a kill. It's not going to be easy, but he's going to take Zerst. SBT with a headshot onto Maxu, and they know where the op is. At this point, you're going to hunt. Even if all 4 of you die, the next round is going to be the last round, and you will have a full buy nonetheless. Nice try for that flick, but SBT has got the acrobatics. A triple kill from him. And the 8th round secured for the Prodigies.
It's getting very, very good, over towards that Prodigy side. And if they can continue this momentum in towards this CT side, this should, again, be pretty plain sailing to kind of see it off. It's been a very, very solid end to this half. What was not a great start, it's really good to see them kind of be able to turn things back around in their favor. We can only just hope that they continue on this good run. For Guerrero Gaming, into round number 15, they're desperately looking to make it 8-7. Make it as even as they possibly can. But at the very least, Prodigies, they've guaranteed themselves a lead.
Yeah, that's really important. And combine that with a pistol round, we're looking at a great start in the second half. But we're going to have some action in this B side. The first headshot, Maxu and SL, great crossfire. They're going to get the first 2 kills cleanly. Zerish has got the big green, and it's not easy to get a trade on there. The Molly is going to come into stairs, but a little bit late. SL, he can get out of there if he wants to, or he can use utility. He's got full kit of util. Smoke, molly, nade, flash, everything to create that space. The bomb is down. That's the issue for the Prodigy side, and they have to retake that in a 3 versus 5.
Yeah, that's the hard bit, right? Getting that bomb back in play will be difficult. What a shot! Orb gets deleted. And Quertz, he's looking for more. Not stopping there. Trying to see if he can find a second. Messy spray. Will deliver on the left, though. This guy is unbelievable right now. But a quick trade will come through. The numbers back in favor of Guerrero.
But it's not a 3v5 anymore. It's a 2 versus 3. 45 seconds on the clock. Guerrero Gaming have abandoned the bomb. Straxi and Zerus still looking to hit that B side. We got Maxu on the CT looking to rotate fast for both A and B side. SL jiggling with that molly. And time is not the best friend for the Prodigies right now. They have got utility of their own, but it's not going to be easy. It's going to be difficult. SL waiting for the flash, maybe. He just swing down, gets the kill into Straxi. Easy one looking for the second. Zerus has got the op, gets deleted. 8-7. Not a bad half.
No, not at all. I mean, I guess, credit to Guerrero for kind of at least turning it round towards the end, because it was looking a little bit rough at one point. For them, when they lost kind of 6-7 rounds in a row, we were maybe saying, is 6 rounds all that they're going to find, right? They started off at 6-1. It was looking great for them. Then it looked really bad. So at the very least, for them to make it an even half, I think they'll take some positives away from that. I think it's a lot of reliance on who can start off in towards the pistol round as best as they can. We'll have to wait and see. We're going to focus on to our break when we are back. Second half on the way. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. As even as it possibly can be at the halfway mark. 8-7 in favour of the Prodigies. It really wasn't a good start for them, though, Pinkman. I mean, I think, when we were at 6-1 in favour of Guerrero, we were saying, okay, maybe this game's actually going to be, completely the other way. Bearing in mind, you look towards Prodigies, 8-1 in Main, they're looking fantastic. You look over towards their opponents, Guerrero, they're like 3-7. So, both sides are completely different sides of the coin. But it's very, very even. I think for me, a lot comes down to this pistol round. Who can get the pistol and the force bind to their belt will take a lot of that early momentum.
Definitely. We got Maxu on that crazy form that he had in this first 6 or 7 rounds. That was most of the part where Guerrero got so many rounds. But the pistol is going to be definitely important for both sides. But I still think the Prodigies have got the slight edge. Why? Not just because of the one round, but the streak of winning all those rounds one by one. The momentum is definitely on their side.
Yeah, I have to agree. I think we're starting to see, some of the individuals who we'd expect to find, a lot of frags who are a little bit quiet at the start. I think Quertz is a good mention. He started a little bit slow, but once he found that form, he became unstoppable, right? We saw those entries that he was finding over towards the A side. If he can continue that sort of form over towards the CT, then things start to change. We'll have to wait and see. And I think it's also probably the other side of, who can stop, the individuals on Guerrero really popping off. We've already seen them have some pretty kind of electric form at times, but I think, for Maxu specifically, if they can find ways to kind of halt him, I think that's when we can maybe start to see this side just walk away with things, right? That needs to be their priority. Try and stop Maxu.
Yeah, but I mean, at this point, a lot of the times, at least based from my experience as a player and casting matches, a player can have a really, really good half, but just shut down on the second one. It's
Of
not easy
course.
to keep up with that energy. So Maxu has done a lot for this team. He's the main reason why the score is so close, so tight, 8-7. But on the second half, we need everybody else to come in and help him out. What I'm excited for the second half is Zurus. I want to see him on that up. He's been real dangerous lately. I've been mentioning that they've been going neck and neck, Wirtz and Zurus,
Yeah.
on who's going to get the MVP. So the CT side, Vertigo is definitely C decided. I mean, at this point, every map in CS is C decided, and Zurus with that up can be a real threat.
That's it. I think, you know, we don't get to see him too much as well in towards the first. I think he struggled to kind of find that impact.
Yeah.
And if we can really see Zurus, you know, find his ball, CT AWPing on Vertigo, it's not easy, but it's easier than the T side for sure, right? We can see him post up over towards ramp, for example. Sometimes players like to play in towards mid, maybe a little bit of construction as well. If we can see him kind of, you know, play around those angles, maybe be a little bit versatile as well, that's where we can see this side start to pop off. We are just in a little bit of a break, waiting until the second half gets underway. It's kind of more on the players to basically say, you know, we're ready and raring to go. But hopefully it'll only be momentarily.
Yeah, for those of you who just tuned in, this is the 10th match. If I'm not, no, yes, 10th match of ESEA mains season 43rd from the Prodigy side. The score is 8-1. The boys are looking really good right now. Our opponent, not so good, judging by the results, but they did put up a pretty good fight on the beginning of this match. But we have got the slight edge, 8-7, and when the first half is done, it's up to the players to just type in ready and be ready for that. But I got a question for you, Neokai. Have you ever seen that pistol stack on mid?
No, that is definitely a first time for me. I've kind of seen, you know, maybe a couple of people post up there, but I've never seen a quad stack over towards yellow and mid. And the fact that it worked as well, I mean, I kind of got to give them quite a lot of credit.
Yeah, I mean, I mentioned it. Maybe you've seen it on Ecos or something, but on a pistol round to start the match with, let's say, hey, guys, we're going to sit 4 people here. They're never going to expect this. And yes, they will never expect that. I don't know who the poor victim was. I think it was SBT or something, but they got pretty shocked. And they tried to use that information on that mid stack to immediately move onto the A side, but it did not work out as great.
Yeah, I know you looked back towards that pistol as well. I think for Zurus, he spotted out quite a bit of information over towards, over towards the B side. There was no one really present. Like, no one was taking face. And I think potentially they may even want to go off the back of that lack of information that they had over towards B. Maybe try and kind of force a fight there because the rotation's a little bit longer in comparison to A. But no, they went towards A, and it didn't actually end up working for them. And credit to Guerrero, a bit of a wacky one, but it worked wonders. We'll have to wait and see whether they'll pull off anything magical in towards the second half, but we are underway, ladies and gentlemen. Round number 16 coming up. Prodigy's now on that CT side of a 1-round lead, and a pistol round will be monumental to kickstart things.
Much needed. Guerrero Gaming have got 2 players on utility, Mechant and SL. The first smoke is going to come in. Zurus, aggressive on mid, together with FNK, looking for that first kill. SL, too busy throwing Molotovs, gets the first kill. FNK, SBT looking for the second one. He's going to get it. Maxi with a trade. Straxy is alone on this side. Gets killed by Zephyr. Zurus with the ESP finally is going to get the headshot onto Zephyr, but Mechant, he's going to get the trade. We're still 2v2. Kurtz has all the information, has the ears. Looking for this first headshot onto CT. It's down to the 1v1. FNK or Mechant.
A lot on the line here. They're just trying to play for information, trying to play for sound cues. FNK is going to dance back over towards ramp. Mechan, he's going towards B. It's a good call by the T side as well. Bomb in hand. He should be able to hit this plant relatively free. The only thing he has to be scared of is stairs. But, you know, once that's cleared, bomb goes down as we can see. Out into a 1v1 post plant. FNK, a long rotate over towards the other side to try and deny here. And of course, he doesn't have a kit to work with.
Nope. They had 5 armors in the beginning, but FNK looking for the headshot. Mechant is going to find it. The second pistol round secured by Guerrero Gaming. An important one. We mentioned the impact the pistols will have on both of these teams. It was real close, and Guerrero definitely with these pistols. I mean, when they got that B side, I thought, okay, the bomb is going to go down. We're going to have a 2 versus 2 retake. But guess what? No, they decided to press CT and make things even more interesting.
Yeah, I mean, Guerrero, they've been playing off the back of very weird and wacky pistols, but they've, you know, worked wonders. The other side, though, you know, what we said earlier, it's not about the pistol for me, it's all about the force buy. We see a force buy coming through from the Prodigies, which only mustering up a double MP9 and a couple of upgraded pistols. It's not exactly a good force buy. For now, I mean, a lot on the line here. It's very, very risky, and they look like they want to go over towards B.
Yeah, SBT has got that smoke in that MP9. The smoke is going to come in, but it's not going to be enough to stop them. The flash, though, is great. SBT gets the first kill onto Seikazi. Second with a trade, and the Maul is going to come in after that. The bomb should be planted. As of now, Zurich is going to get a really important headshot onto Zephyr. The lurk is no more.
And now they know that post plant set up over towards stairs, because we see that the Deagle spotted no one crossing. SL, though, is holding, jumping across as well. Zurich trying to bait them in, trying to bait in a one-on-one engagement. Has been dinked in the making. Did spot 2 crossing, which means that the other CTs can rotate in quickly. We'll tap it. Flash will come through, trying to look for an engagement. We'll be able to find it. Galil at close range. Good for 1. Looking for more as well. The pistols are causing problems.
FNK is going to get the second headshot onto Maxi. Looking for the last one. SL is down to 22 HP. The one shot is going to make it, but there's not enough time.
Oh, no.
Guerrero are going to survive the forced buy.
Fortunate there. I think they play timing just enough in their favour. If there was a kit in hand, I think there's potentially a completely different kind of scenario there. An AK saved, which is nice, but I think the buy around it is going to be pretty brutal. I don't expect too much to be brought to the table alongside it. Forcing around just one AK, the hero, is such a risk, which can really dampen the long-term economy. They might even just play an eco around it, just so they all have decent economy. But no, they are going to force. This is very risky, right? Because they're bringing in a double MP9, they're bringing in a FAMAS against what is a little bit more of a fuller buy over towards that T side. Fail to convert this. Guerrero can pull away to kind of 10, 11 rounds potentially.
Yeah, this is risky, but on my head, I was like, please force buy. You only got like no one surviving, and the economy is not that great, because if the Prodigies manage to win this, they got a streak of like 2 to 3 rounds after that. But it's down to these AKs and 2 Galil's utility on the Prodigy side. You've mentioned 2 MP9s might not be great for those close-range duels. They're going to be really dangerous with that, but at the moment, they're just sitting tight, waiting for the Guerrero Gaming to make their play.
Well, 1 point of armor damage done there, but in the grand scheme, nothing really too monumental. They're going back over towards B. This time, though, they're met with an nade and an AK at close range, only good for 1.
1-for-1 trades, but they have got the information. Guerrero, the question is, are they going to react immediately? Quirch with the headshot into mention is going to get the advantage for the Prodigy side. Now upgraded to an AK. Guerrero have got limited options. SBT is on side with the MP9, has got the information, but he's alone at the moment. Here comes the cavalry. Zurich is going to help him now, but SBT is actually going to finish it off himself with the last 2, and they're going to win the round.
Not too bad. Needed, right? We said it was so risky.
Yeah.
And I think, we're seeing positives from both sides. I think we saw again that rotation away from Ram, back over towards B. For Guerrero, probably actually a decent decision, right? They're just playing off the back of them having a little bit better in terms of firepower, in terms of kind of the numbers. It doesn't work, though, because they don't clear the angles properly. On the other side, it breaks the Guerrero economy. Only pistols to be brought for the T side, which means for the Prodigies, they've got a lovely full buy to work with now. What was mixed in towards round number 18 is nice and conclusive in towards 19 now. Zurich just taking face. I think they expect it to be only pistols on the other side, so nothing really to be too scared about.
Yep. Now, let's see if the Beagles can bring the magic out of Guerrero Gaming. They have not got utility whatsoever. Even if they had something at the beginning of the round, they've used them. Zurich with that molly creating some pressure. We don't see a smoke, the thing that I'm appreciating right now from the Prodigy side, because if you're putting a smoke that early, you're kind of playing defensive. If there's no smoke, you just want them to give the fight to you, and Seikazi is looking to get that fight on mid. FNK is on the other side of this box, of this wall. The boost is going to come in, the clean first one, looking for the second, is going to get Seikazi as well. Zurich, on the other hand, has got the headshot into mention. SL down to 13 HP, and Maxi with his Deagle needs to be the hero, but it's not going to be easy.
Oh, SL. Oh, lovely shot there. And I'd like to see it off. A flawless round for the Prodigies as they get themselves up to double digits here, and they're the first side to do so. It was kind of like that race to double digits to see who can take the early momentum, who can take the early part of, I guess, all of that success under their belt, and it is the Prodigies, which is really good to see, because again, off the back of Guerrero taking yet another piss round, you do start to get quite concerned that potentially this could be in for a bit of a rough run. Thankfully, it's not the case. For Guerrero into round number 20, it is only pistols for them. This should be a very quick mop up.
Yeah, definitely. What do you expect for Glocks? Just looking for that one kill, maybe two. And we saw the Prodigies on that first half making some magic with the Glockies. FNK aggressive on mid. Has got the A for it. He's got bullets for days, man. Just bring him in. Gets the first one onto Zephyr, looking for the second, but Maxu is going to get the headshot. SBT is really important for him to not go down here because the damage would be big at this point if you're looking to the equation that it's only Glocks.
Just gonna go back. Oh, hang on a second.
Timing.
Oh, the
Knife?
information.
Knife? Yes, baby.
Gets one, looking for more. And he'll find it, of course he will. And they're flawless round and a knife as well. It is just a little bit of beautiful BM for Zurus, which we absolutely love to see. 11-9. We see an attack pausing off the back of it, and you could probably assume it's over towards Guerrero, right? For them, they're in a really rough spot where they've lost a lot of control of this game, and they will have money to work with in terms of a buy-in towards the next round. But similar story, right? You failed to convert it. They're into an eco once again, and Prodigy get ever closer to the finish line.
True. And it's so important for Zurus to get that 1500 kill bonus with that knife because he's the opera. I mean, we haven't seen him with that op yet, but in the future, if Guerrero Gaming actually make it harder for the Prodigy side because they've lost the pistol, but after that, it's all been the Prodigies.
It has. I mean, it's been pretty one-way traffic, hasn't it? And this is probably one of those rounds which could be more of the same. You look towards the investment. Actually, for Guerrero, they are just going to play off the back of a Hero AK. They maybe could have forced ball. I mean, they got Deagles and armor, right? They could have gone for an AK armor and not have a lot of utility. But no, they are just going to go for the lesser buy. Nice run boost coming through, too.
Merchant has got the information where one player is Traxy in a little bit of trouble. He might need some assistance at the moment. Even a flash would be good. He has no information, but now he sees him. The flash is good. It's going to go for the Guerrero Gaming. This B-side. Zurus has got one kill into Maxu, but the bomb should be going down pretty soon. SL is going to plant it. Zurus fighting together with his team. Two of them behind. FNK and Kverts have got the fuse kits and everything that they need. Zurus looking for this first kill. He's going to get it onto SL. Three more players need to be found. Sack AZ on 50 HP. Not looking good for the Guerrero Gaming side. The Hero AK needs to do most of the work. The smoke, no, don't make a one-way for the enemies first, but the second smoke is there, thankfully, and the bomb is going to get defused. FNK in the meantime with Zurich are going to clean up house as we're going to get the last three players and the 12 secured for the Prodigies.
Important, really, really important. Like, it's one of those rounds, right, which you can't lose. But it really does change the dynamic of the game. When you're coming over just a Hero AK, it never should go the way of Guerrero. You know, I guess you could say credit to the other side for getting a bomb down, right, and even setting themselves up in towards a post-bomb. But it should always go the way of Prodigies, and thankfully, it does. They're now up to 12. We're going to take a listen in towards a comms round.
Go heavy.
A lot A.
One B.
Okay, then I go
Stay on
get
wood.
it.
Can you come flash?
Yeah, I'm coming B. I leave mid, guys, careful.
It's smoked right now, but wait.
I can molly right side as well.
Can you flash? Bounce.
You have two flashes?
Yeah, I have two.
Okay, then molly and you go double flash.
Okay, I molly.
AV, oh, AVP.
Flashing first. Flashing twice.
I
Boom.
didn't see shit.
Don't see.
Okay, I'm retaking mid. I will come A with you guys. I got two
I'm
flashes.
flashing with the yellow. I'm on
Can we just
sandbags.
play B retake and you play mid?
Yeah, yeah.
I leave mid. Nothing mid. I'm coming A to come with you.
Yeah, I'll try
I
to
don't
take
see A,
them.
guys.
Oh, there's one way again.
I can flash A if need.
I have up, I have up.
Okay, I'm coming crane then. I will watch Nemiga.
Nobody in Irie.
I will pick Zoe top, okay?
Okay, I'm picking from down then. Can double pick like this.
Okay, I'm coming
I
back.
don't see, they left.
Nothing A.
We should
I will
rotate.
push. I will
Yeah,
push.
Flash A,
I will
flash,
rotate.
flash B. Straight.
One B.
Should be B. You
It's
should
coming
block.
in, coming in, coming in, coming in. They're in
Let's
mid.
clear mid together.
I can do flash for retake.
Middle dead.
Nice.
Nice. We have one smoke and
Go
flashes.
down white.
I'm behind, guys. I'm behind. Don't die.
Foxy,
Wait.
give me one more fish. I have double fish for you and Querts. I
Okay,
do
go
one
down white
fish
box.
close, okay?
One B lobby step.
Let's go
Yeah.
to city. He's cope, so watch out here.
Dead B lobby one. They know I'm there.
Yeah, I'm doing one flash.
I'm gonna try to
Okay.
kill you now.
Wait,
SBT.
wait.
Yeah. I'm just staying alive now.
Wait. Double flash now, Mihai.
B lobby still one.
One flash.
Flash one and go second.
Flash. Just go closer, like they cannot be here.
He's in B lobby, guys. Chill.
We have no utils, guys.
Let's swim. 3,
Let's
2,
fight
1.
lobby together. They're on me. They're on me.
Double dead.
What?
White.
What?
Dead.
That?
And AVP
In
last.
lobby. In lobby.
Easy.
Below.
Nice.
Good
Good
job.
job.
Yeah, take it. No,
See,
don't, I
like-
think don't take it. Don't take it. It's
Play
useless.
B retake like this, it's really, really easy. Like,
Good comms as well coming through, right? You can really start to see how this side is starting to find a little bit more confidence going through. And I think for Guerrero, again, credit to them, setting themselves up in towards a bomb plant, getting themselves in the post plant. It looked at one point like potentially they could have found something off the back of it, but not to be. Other ideas there coming through. 13-9, a 4-round lead. And Prodigy is only 3 away from seeing out this best of one and getting a 9th win here in ESEA main.
They're looking great, man. Backhill from SBT was really important on that retake. No off from Zers. We heard in the comms, he does not want the op. He's looking for this rifle kills. Maybe it's easier for him at this moment. B control from the Prodigies. We got Straxy and SBT teaming up. The utilities are going to do a bit damage onto Maxi. Are they pushing? No, just a flash to scare them away, I guess. SBT is going to leave Straxy the lone anchor on this B side.
Oh, for now. Very slow tempo set here by Guerrero. I mean, I think they've kind of really understood that it's been a bit of a rough ride for them. FNK going aggro. 1, looking for 2, won't be able to find it. A quick trader will come through and the AWP recollected.
The flash was really great. All 3 of the players were blind, but FNK only managed to get 1. Still, damage dealt to Meshin down to 18 HP and Zephyr to 46. The Prodigies are looking good, and they've got more territory than the Guerrero Gaming. We got Quirch aggressive on ramp, and we got SBT aggressing with Quirch on mid. For this information, Zephyr is on the other hand waiting. He does not have the op. The AK might be enough. Timing, I don't know if the Prodigies... Quirch... Is he opting to go for this flank? 35 seconds on the clock. It's not looking good for Guerrero. Zurich, 1 kill is enough to get this round. And he has so much information. He knows, guys, they're not going B. Quirch is going to get the headshot into Mention. They know the last 3 players should be on this B side. The site is empty, but SBT on the flank has great information. This retake is going to be really easy for the Prodigy side.
It should be. Utah will come through. SBT gonna find himself 1. SL, at the very least, getting a quick trade to come through. Bomb. 5 seconds left on the clock. Not got the time to work with. And that's the Prodigies up to 14. They are 2 rounds away from seeing this one off. They are so close to that 9th win. From what has been a very close game, all things considered. I mean, credit to Guerrero. They've actually made it very competitive. More than I think I initially expected, maybe. You know, them only having 3 wins, I thought this might just be nice and quick, nice and easy. But no, credit. I mean, they've actually pushed the Prodigies all the distance. But with a 5-round lead now, it seems like the Prodigies are on the home straight.
It should be. I mean, the win streaks, the round streaks are coming in for the Prodigies. We got Guerrero with another buy coming in, 3 AKs, Tech 9 and a P250. They're going to try to fight mid again. It did not end up well for them last time. But they're trying to be more cautious and staying together as a wolf pack so they can get the trades easily. FNK is not looking for a fight right now. He's going to back off.
Smart decision, I think. I think there's no real need to kind of overextend or be overzealous or anything of the likes, especially when you're against a little bit of a mixed buy. I mean, they might not have too much of an idea about this. Speaking of, Zero is just rapping through. You could really get behind, just get caught by the P250 though, and that's an AK dropped.
Yeah, I mean, they've been doing that so many times at this point. Guerrero, no, they should always be watching out for that flank. You mentioned it, an AK on the hand. An extra AK for the Guerrero Gaming because they started with 2 pistols. Okay, 50 seconds, looking to get that 10th round. They're going to re-aggress on me. We got FNK on the other side. The flash is going to buy him some time, but he needs 1 and to survive, or 2. The mollies are coming in, flashes are coming in. Seikazi on the front. FNK gets the first one, looking for the second. The trade is there quick from Zephyr on B. Straxy is not alone, but looks like he's going to be enough. Gets the headshot onto Maxu, and now there's a decision to be made from Guerrero Gaming. Do they go A or B?
It's like he's rapping through. Quirtz might be able to catch him. He hears Soundkey, surely. Surely he has a pretty good idea. He has heard a step. Bomb will go down. The question is, can he deny? Won't be able to get it down. Looking for a tap, looking for a spray. Won't be able to find it. Second time of asking does. All down to 1 man and Zephyr. 1 versus 3, and he turns it probably the worst time ever because he's caught from behind. And that is so unfortunate if you're a Guerrero Gaming fan, but not if you're Prodigies. They're up to 15. 1 away from seeing out the game.
A great comeback, and it's not just one player. I want to point this out. It's not just one player performing from the Prodigy side. Everybody is tuning in. Everybody's winning their duels. The positioning is great. The CT side has been something incredible because they have all the information at all times. The flanks, we saw them multiple times working, and on this round, Guerrero Gaming had the lead they got the entry, 5 versus 4, but it did not matter.
1 round, that's all they need. Full buy coming out both ways. Still, of course, for the Prodigies, there's been no real kind of push to invest in towards an AWP. We were going to say this earlier for Zerus. He's not been kind of willing or wanting to pick up the AWP. And same again towards this round. Nade will come through. Quite healthy one as well. As SL dropped to 62. Take easy, 86. Slight gap on the left-hand side. As it dissipates, that could work wonders for Zerus.
Or he actually gets the first one. I thought he was going to shoot all his ammo, but SL is going to get the trade. 4 versus 4. They have got plenty of util to work on, Guerrero, so they're going to hit the brakes at this time and enough time on the clock. They don't want the 25th round to be the last one.
Well, for now, it's gone all quiet. Minute on the clock to work with. 4 versus 4 on FNK. Kind of just hoping that a rotation comes through mid, but the bomb is going towards A. There's 3 players stacked over towards B. Is it going to be all on towards the retake?
Yeah, and Kurtz has got a lot of util, not only him, SVT as well. So even if he does not decide to fight here, he can win a lot of time with the Molly, the nade. They have the lineups and everything for his team to come. But here's the execution from Guerrero Gaming. The smokes are coming in left and right, and the Molly on headshot. Kurtz is kind of looking for a duel here. The flash is going to come in, but he's going to take a lot of damage. Survive at the moment. The nade is great. SL down to 23 HP. The spray is coming in from FNK. Not finding anything, but the Molly is eventually going to spread. Here's that first kill on this retake. Is going to be the last take as he, with the AK, gets shut down by FNK. It's down to Zephyr and Maxu. 2 versus 4. The smokes are coming in from the Prodigies. Maxu has been a hero in the beginning of this match and needs to be once again. Zephyr on gap. Maxu is getting hunted down, but he's going to eliminate FNK. SBT with a headshot into Zephyr. It's all down to Maxu. It's not going to happen.
GG.
SBT is going to finish it off. GG's, well played. 16-9, the Prodigies secured their 9th win of the season.
Yeah, really, really great game for them. I think that was kind of, a game showing a lot of perseverance and how this side are able to kind of turn success off the back of what really wasn't, a great start. Things were looking very rough at the start. It was 6-1 in favor of Guerrero. Everything was looking fantastic for that side. And for the Prodigies, it was looking, a little bit rough, but it was showing about perseverance, their willingness to fight back in towards that game. They made it, the half in their favor. And once they got a lead at the half, that's when everything started to kind of snowball into their favor. The only real kind of negative, I guess you could say, about the Prodigies is maybe, the pistols not really up to scratch in comparison. But aside from that, I think it was actually a really, really solid performance. The only other thing I can mention, maybe Zerus not wanting to wield the AWP. Does that mean that potentially that opens up a gap for anyone else if they want to play their chances with the AWP?
Actually, I'm saying no because of the previous matches that I've casted. Zerus was always on that AWP, but right now I think he felt more comfortable because maybe the style that Guerrero Game played was a little bit weird, judging from the pistol as well. So I think he felt more comfortable on the rifle, but I think we'll see him eventually. It was a great match overall. I mean, when you're looking at it, Guerrero Game won both pistol rounds and they lost the match. That tells you a lot.
It does. I think it really shows about kind of the dominance in terms of the rifle rounds, which is what is most important, right? I think the pistol rounds are very, very good to kind of kickstart momentum, really get things under your belt. But in the grand scheme, right, if you can continuously get those rifle rounds under your belt, if you continually find success and, consecutive success off the back of that, that's where you're going to find all the kind of the wealth going forward. So, no, really, really good and really, really well played from the Prodigies to kind of quite comfortably close things out from what was quite an even first half. So we do have an interview. Zerus is going to be joining us so we can get to kind of, pick his brain and talk through everything off the back of what was a good win. So we'll have Zerus joining us momentarily. So it should be good as we can see. Zerus, brother, thank you very much for joining us. Congratulations on the game. Talk us through it. It was a very even first half, but then a pretty dominant second.
I mean, I think we have a really bad start, but I think everyone knows that we are just better, so we should just win. So we weren't even stressing or something. We were just we fucked up at start, the third round. I think that we lose to the Eagles. That's kind of that shouldn't happen, but I don't know. They just stuck it. I think the B side, and I mean it was just better round from us, but it happened even in this level. And then we just take pause, we talk about things that we should do better. We did it, and we win.
All right, well, I definitely got to talk about the elephant in the room here. The AWP on the city side. Why did you not play with it?
I mean, Vertigo, it's such a like anti-op map, and I feel like on higher level it's important, but I think on this level, when I feel comfortable on rifle as on op, so I feel like I can just play more aggressive with rifle, if especially against this team where I can take much more space. So I just say like I will just play the rifle. It's no need to play op against them because they play like I don't. They didn't. I mean, they didn't even get to go to A side where I can use the op. So better to just stop them before. And yeah, I feel on Vertigo for me it's much better to play rifle than op. So that's it.
Sure. Well, you got 4 games left throughout the season. You're currently sitting 9-1. What's the preparation going to be like going into those last 4 games? Of course, for you guys, it's about kind of getting as high of a position as you possibly can get, so you get the better seeding going in towards playoffs and hopefully make a deep run, potentially even advance as well. So, what's the preparation going to be like for those last 4 games?
Right now I watch it like who we play against, and I see that only the last team that's no guard dragons, yeah, they
Mhm.
seems I mean I know them, so they should be like really good, but rest of the teams I don't really know, so it should be kind of fine. And the last game
Sure.
will be I think pretty hard, so we will see. Like I think this team should be like our biggest enemies maybe in the main, so we will see how it goes.
All right, the playoffs looks to be exciting. I have one last question from my side, at least. I don't know about Nikai.
Take it away.
The pistol round when you guys were on that T side, I had to talk about it because I've never seen a 4 USP stack on pistol on mid. What did you guys think when that happened?
I mean, we were kind of surprised. Like we were doing this strat before, so they maybe like watch demos or something. But I don't know, it was weird, but like it didn't help them at all because I mean, yeah, they win the round, but I think it was kind of good strat from them. Yeah, we were just surprised that happened, but we should win that round maybe even like this. It was kind of cool. Yeah, but
Oh,
it
brother.
was it was smart. We expect them to like retake A with the nades. They
Mm.
didn't, but they were ready to retake A with the smokes. So it was smart from them. It's good strat.
Mhm.
It worked. So yeah.
Fair enough. Well, brother, thank you very much, Julius. Congratulations once again, and of course, best of luck for the last 4 games of the season.
Yeah,
Congratulations, man.
thank you. See ya, guys.
Bye.